Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to Sir Muhammad and fellow friends. Our group will discuss about reward-based crowdfunding. This is our group member, first Alia, Yutender, Nodiana and Siti Nolisa. Introduction.
Crowdfunding is not new. Crowdfunding is an alternative financing mechanism to the traditional fundraising methods for business venture. The crowdfunding platform have achieved tremendous growth. Malaysia is the first country in Southeast Asia that has put a regulated framework for crowdfunding. Crowdfunding refers to an collection of funds in small amounts from many crowdfunders on web-based platforms for specific projects, business ventures or for social causes, Martha's Thacker et al., 2018. The funders of rewardee-based crowdfunding expect something in return for the fund given to the platform. In Malaysia, there are two reward-based crowdfunding platforms, which are Pitchin and Mistatra are currently in operation. Reward-based crowdfunding works by way of the exchange of donations for some form of reward, and or voting rights in order to support initiatives for specific purposes. Definition of reward-based crowdfunding and its evolution. Rewards-based crowdfunding has been a source of funding for small businesses. Businesses and non-profits of all sizes post projects on a crowdfunding portal, targeting a certain amount of capital to raise. Crowdfunding's early success came from sites like Kickstarter and Indiegogo. While there are actually 4 main categories of crowdfunding, one of the most popular is rewards-based crowdfunding such as the kind used on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Success crowdfunding records positively moderated the effect of entrepreneur-sponsor interaction on fundraising performance.
History of reward-based crowdfunding.
Though crowdfunding was brought into the mainstream consciousness with platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, these certainly weren't the only sites to provide it. First of all, raise money like a rock star. According to the crowdfunding website Fundable, the history of crowdfunding began in 1997 when the UK rock band, Marillion, financed their reunion tour via Artist Share, a fan funding website. Besides that, Raise Money and Prosper. In 2006 Prosper, one of the pioneers in the peer-to-peer lending space, enabled individuals to lend and borrow money, outside of traditional banking channels. Furthermore, there also donors receive protection under the law. This means that with crowdfunding in full bloom, President Obama passed the Jumpstart Our Business Startups Jobs Act in 2012. This paved the way for a real regulatory approach to protecting donors to crowdfunding projects, and enabling businesses to turn to crowdfund as a significant source of funding. Kickstarter is the largest rewards-based crowdfunding platform.
Legal issue of reward-based crowdfunding.
There are few legal issues of reward-based crowdfunding, which is contract law claims, fraud and consumer protection claims as well as tax issues. Many of the legal issues identified by reward-based crowdfunding campaigns emerge from the terminology used to define and represent the project. If you agree to accept support and funding for providing advantages or rewards, you are likely to create a contract with your supporters whether deliberately or inadvertently. Issues arise because terms of the deal are always ambiguous when everything goes right, but when things don't go as planned, issues come as to exactly what has been agreed and whether those promises have been achieved. To defend itself from legal liabilities arising from a failed crowdfunding project, you should suggest strongly creating an LLC or other corporate entity, and make it clear to the founders that they are dealing with a company and an individual. It can also expose you to claims based on consumer protection laws, false advertising laws, or claims based on general laws, such as fraud or negligence abuse. To claims raised by the founders, government bodies are also allowed to implement any of these regulations and have already taken action against crowdfunding campaign backers that have gone out of control. To some sponsors of rewards-based crowdfunding campaigns, it comes as a surprise that they should pay taxes on the campaign's proceeds. Therefore, you will need to recognize the amount of tax revenue due while preparing the budget for the project.
Challenges of reward-based crowdfunding.
Funded campaign analysis that can explore and identify the challenges related to reward-based crowdfunding on Kickstarter. Combined with responses to questions and comments from supporters, the campaign update provides a wealth of information on the challenges faced in the various stages of campaign development, manufacturing and fulfillment. The challenge of reward-based crowdfunding is design and manufacture. Quality issues in the manufacturing sector refer to two common cases that are frequently linked and hard to distinguish. Component sourcing issues relate to the situation where the suppliers cannot fulfill the requirements for specific components and materials due to the high cost, trends, global demands or scale of production. In general, campaigns that have not yet delivered products face various challenges compared to campaigns that are delivered on time. Management and operation also the challenge of crowdfunding. The issues concerning management and procedures that the campaigns experienced. The three most common issues that include management problems, shipping and fulfillment concerns, as well as customs issues. This involves situations where beginners describe the challenges associated with the administration of their organization, coordination of their resources and realistic scheduling for such projects.
Regulatory approach for reward-based crowdfunding in Malaysia.
Conclusion. Malaysia is not excluded in recognizing the importance of crowdfunding. In Malaysia, there are two reward-based crowdfunding platforms, which are Pitchen and Mistatra are currently in operation. Rewards-based crowdfunding has been a source of funding for small businesses. However, there are few legal issues of rewards-based crowdfunding. There are also existence the challenges of reward-based crowdfunding, which includes design and manufacture. The implementation of regulatory approach for reward-based crowdfunding in Malaysia will be introduced to facilitate the evolution of the capital market and enhance economic growth.
That's all for our group. Thank you.